Do you want to know how you can instantly start doing better photography? Before I answer that question, I just want to let you know that if you stay to the end of the video, I'll be sharing one of my favorite places where I find high quality inspiration. Okay, so you start doing better work when you increase your standard of influence. What happens when you surround yourself with crappy people that do crappy work that have crappy mentalities? You've got a whole pile of crap. There was a time that I desired to do good work, but I didn't really know what that looked like until I found a guy named Nick Dean. Nick was putting out some incredible work and I was massively inspired by what he was doing. When I went to my next shoot, I got thinking, okay, how would Nick shoot this? I started pushing my creative angles to do it like Nick. And then I got back to the editing room and I thought, how would Nick edit this shot? This was a huge turning point for me in my photography because I could visually see the difference between what I would usually create versus creating with Nick's style in mind. Now, I'm not saying go and copy other people's work or style, but it's more about using them as inspiration and kind of getting inside their head. It's almost like indirectly they become your mentor. We often think of a mentor as somebody that we sit down with or have a physical conversation with. But let me tell you, if you've been inspired by somebody else's work or you perform at your best because of listening to something that they've said, you've been mentored by that person. The people that have coached me, probably 95% of them don't even know that exists. My point in all this is we need to surround ourselves with people that we aspire to be like. Let me give you 3 things to focus on when you're being indirectly mentored by people online. Okay, number 1, retrace their steps. Now, some people will give a lot of information about themselves online, like within YouTube videos or blogs or a newsletter. They gather up as much information as possible about that person because success leaves clues. If you want to follow in their path, you need to watch their growth and progression within their journey. But if it's someone's style or photography that you admire and they don't share a lot of information about themselves, examine their images. Go as far back as you possibly can within their social media channels to see their early stages of photography, because honestly, most people don't delete that stuff. Most times when looking through their work, you'll notice a definite line between mediocre work and exceptional work. Pair the two side by side, analyze them, and ask yourself, what are the differences that makes this piece more exceptional than the other? Is it the color grading? Is it the lighting? Is it the composition? Find those things that stand out to you, and once you've extracted them, implement those into your next project that you create. Going back to Nick, I love how he uses motion and creative angles to draw in a viewer. So I took those things and practically implemented them into my next project. I did mimic his style, but little by little, I was expanding my creative vision. Okay, so point number 2, follow the people they follow. Most likely, the people that are producing high quality work are also following high quality creatives. Now, this is the easiest way to expand your network and find high quality inspiration. When you continuously see these high quality pieces, you almost begin to hate your own work, but in a way, it almost makes you want to strive to do better. When you're going through this phase though, it can be extremely hard not to feel paralyzed by the discouragement. So to avoid that, just keep writing down the things that you want to work on and keep implementing those into your future shoots. Number 3, engage with those creators. I know that this sounds a little bit intimidating, but as you start to produce better work, these photographers will begin to notice what you're doing. To show you how powerful this is, one of my favorite photographers, John Hebert, was actually a guest on my recent podcast. I was able to make that connection by first doing the work and second, just reaching out to him. He was gracious enough to accept my invitation and join me on the podcast. You know, a thing that we often forget is that these people are humans too, and most of these people are happy to encourage you along the journey. Something that I love doing is sharing high quality inspiration across my social media platforms to give other creators that inspiration as well. In line with inspiration, as promised, I find high quality inspiration from a website called Behance. I love this site specifically because high-end professionals go there to share their projects that they've been working on recently. This platform is kind of like what Vimeo is to the filmmaking world. If you want to be a better photographer, go find yourself some mentors, analyze what it is that they do and why it is that they do it. If you just look at photos, double tap, swipe, what do you get out of that? Constantly be a learner, not a consumer. If you like this video, be sure to subscribe, like, and comment. And also, I think you'd like this video where I talk about how to start your photography career from zero. All right, I'll see you over in that video. Peace.